One of the stories I'm going to talk about is Halle Berry's upset, folks.
Oh.
I haven't heard anything about this.
Okay, so Halle Berry is upset because she believes, okay, and Rob, I don't know if you have the story or not. She believes child support, if you want to zoom in, Rob, child support is extortion.
Wow.
After having to pay her ex $8,000 a month to her ex-husband.
Weird.
Go to the next story, Rob. Okay?
Oh,
She
wow.
believes it's extortion. And this is a
Interesting. I didn't
vanity.
see this
Can
one
you actually
coming,
go to
but-
the story, Rob? Actually go to the story because there's so many angles to take
We got
with
one,
this.
boys.
Right,
Well,
exactly.
it's not even that. There is so many layers to this, Rob. So this is an older story, but Halle Berry compares paying child support to her ex Gabriel Aubrey to extortion. And if you go to that, Rob, I think another story came out from Hello Magazine about a month ago that says inside Halle Berry's custody battle, I'll send you the story here from Hello Magazine, that it's no longer $8,000 a month. Apparently now it's $16,000 a month. But I'll send this to you, Rob. Right there, you have it. Okay, let me see if that's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, zoom in a little bit. So check this out. Oscar winner, known around the world, Catwoman. But at home, she's mom to 2 children, Nala and son Maceo, the actress who turned 59 on August 14th, welcomed daughter Nala with the ex-boyfriend Gabriel Aubrey, 11 years old. Go a little bit lower, Rob, to the $16,000. Can you find where it's the $16,000? What's the date on this article, Rob, that you have?
This was
I think one was this one. The other one was 2021.
Yeah,
I
but
believe.
August 15th of 2025.
August 5th, or go all the way to the bottom.
Right there.
In 2014, Halle was ordered to pay by a judge to pay $16,000 a month to child support. Figure she has since slammed as extortion and managed to slash to a lesser $8,000 a month, plus a percentage from her annual earnings.
Wow.
But what is amazing about the story is this is what men go through, okay? Now, Rob, does she take care of the kids? Does she have custody of the kids full time?
I'm not sure. Let me.
Can you check that there? Because there's a lesson here. Does Halle Berry have custody over her kids? 100% custody over her kids. I'm curious to know what the story is here. Because to pay $16,000, Tom, to current to 2 joint and physical custody. Berry petitions as to control this education, therapy, and tiebreaking. Her older daughter Nala is co-parented with her ex Gabriel Aubrey under joint custody. So she's paying him $16,000. Now she's paying $8,000. Can you go to Gabriel Aubrey? Let's see who he is. Do you guys know who he is? Adam,
Yeah,
do you know
he's
Gabriel
a super
Aubrey?
good-looking guy that was able to hold down Halle Berry.
But is he like an actor? Is he?
I believe so. We can find that.
He's
I
a
think he's a
Canadian
model, I believe.
model.
Yeah.
Aubrey is one
hard
of
job.
9 siblings. So he's modeled for a bunch of different things. And did they get married or just
Yes.
partner?
Well, I believe they would get married if he's paying
Personal life,
alimony.
Aubrey. Yeah. Well, what do you, Adam? I'm going to come to you with this one because I figured there's something you want to say about this one here.
Well, let me just say, Gabriel Aubrey, respect to you. If you go after the literal hottest woman in the world that everybody's going after, every dude's looking for Halle Berry. Even Shaq tells a story about like Halle Berry came to the game, he couldn't even play, and you get her to marry you, have kids with her, and you flip it, and now she's paying you alimony and spousal support. Tip of the cap to you, bro. Major respect. But the reality is what she's experiencing is what 98% of men experience. Because 98% of men are the ones that pay alimony. I believe it's 80% of women file for divorce, and I think that number even goes higher as they have a college degree. And then I think child support, I think men end up paying 90% of the time, 85, 90% of the time. There it is right there. Only 3% of alimony recipients were men, meaning
well, she
Halle
added to
Berry-
that statistic.
Exactly.
So good for her.
So
yeah.
the most likely way for women to become billionaires, as an example, is divorcing a billionaire. They don't build companies. They build babies. They build families. Respect, I love you ladies and all like that. But the reality is only very successful, rich women like Halle Berry, like Oprah, are the ones that have to deal with something like this. Who was the famous? Was it, it wasn't J-Lo, it was Oprah. I mean, there's only a handful of women that this, that basically had to pay alimony. And they're like, why am I paying all this money? And like the famous quote was the guy being like, welcome to my world, baby. And that's the sad reality of this, is that women, and here's the challenge that women are actually going to face. Now that women are starting to earn more and the pay gap is sort of being equalized, you're
More
going to
of
see a
this is
lot
gonna
more.
happen?
More of this is probably
Okay.
going to happen, but not to this extent.
All right, I'm going to wrap up with
Why was this something that you wanted to discuss?
I think it's a good story to say that here's what men go through, that
Yeah.
this is what men typically do. And it's happening to women to know what it feels like. Yesterday, I'm sitting there with Tico and we're going through stats, and Tico starts giving me these stats. I'm like, oh, Tico is so funny. Like at any point, you're going to get any kind of stats from that guy. But you know what the stat was?
What?
That we went through? Here's a stat. Okay, I'm going to read this off to you, and I want you to think about it. When feminists say they don't need men, you ready for this? When feminists say they don't need men, 96% of construction workers are men. 95% of electricians are men. 95% of plumbers are men. 98% of carpenters are men. 94% of HVAC technicians are men. 97% of mechanics are men. 96% of welders are men. 91% of truck drivers are men. And we know what the other 90%
Damn right, Marge.
Yeah.
Large Marge.
97% of roofers are men. 95% of oil rig workers are men. 90% of machine operators are men. 85% of network engineers are men. 91% of mechanical engineers are men. 86% of civil engineers are men. 96% of firefighters are men. 85% of police officers are men. 80% of military personnel are men. 90% of pilots are men. 94% of train operators are men. 92% of forklift operators are men.
Wow.
These are some of the riskiest jobs in the world.
What about
okay?
a foreman, Pat?
These are
What
some of the
percentage
riskiest jobs.
foreman?
Well, there's a 3%. And if that foreman that you meet,
There's always
which,
a 3%.
which, by the way, this leads me to James Brown was right when he said this is a man's world,
This
but
is
it
a
would be
man's
nothing
world.
without a woman or a girl.
girl.
And there is some truth behind it.
The challenge that women have to understand is there's a big difference between in your life and in society. Yeah, I don't need no man in my life. Okay, great. But without men in society, society crumbles. Like, look no further than what's going on in Ukraine. Sorry to call out my beautiful Ukrainian babies that are living in Miami now. Men in Ukraine are dying on the front lines, where women from Ukraine are now living in New York and Miami and living an OnlyFans type of existence.
So
that's the difference that you don't fully understand.
This is it. And you know what's the most simplest thing men want? They want
Respect.
respect and appreciation. That's what they want.
Easy.
Ladies, fellas, you got to earn it, though. You can't just wake up and say, why can't you just respect me? We got to earn it. That's our job to earn it. But ladies, if you got a guy that's doing his part and he's working his ass off, providing, giving an incredible life, give the man some respect and give him some appreciation. Because if you don't, God forbid, there's going to be some consequences and some furniture moving around depending on what places you are.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
And this is the only thing I wear every
see it.
single
I see it.
flipping day.
So
My back feels better. I'm comfortable. My knees feel better. The Super Hoka trained, authentic leather, made in Tuscany, Italy. Same exact factories that you were there. We were seeing the Gucci, the Louis shoes being
Amazing.
made. Absolutely incredible. The level of comfort that it has. But I got an update for you with sizes. The following sizes on black and brown are officially gone. So brown, size 8, 10.5, 11.5, 12, and 13 sold out.
Jeez.
Black, 8, 10.5, 11.5, 12, and 13 sold out. Navy blue, 8 and 13 sold out. Everything you do on those sizes will be pre-ordered. Do so because we have a long list of pre-orders for second week of December. And then the whites are going to be bonkers when they come out, but they only come out second week of December. For everybody else, Rob, who hasn't yet ordered the shoes, okay? Rob, can you please show the video, the commercial that we have? Is this a commercial? Or is this okay? Go ahead and play this clip. Go for it, folk. When we set out to create a shoe that blends comfort, function, and luxury, we had the choice to make it fast. We had the choice to make it cheap. We chose neither. Instead, we chose Tuscany, Italy. We chose true Italian craftsmanship, each pair touched by 50 skilled hands. We chose patience, spending 2 years perfecting every detail, and we chose the finest quality at every step. Introducing the Future Looks Bright collection. Not rushed, not disposable, not ordinary. Rather, intentional, luxurious, timeless. Bingo. I'm in love, man. I am so in love with this product. When a product goes perfect, it goes perfect. Rob, can you go please to vtmerch.com? Okay, go to the bottom. So here's the thing that you got to keep in mind. Folks, I keep reiterating this because we've been working on this for 2 years. This is what makes it unique. Takes you seconds to put these FLBs on, okay? Laceless. the first of its kind to have the supercritical foam tech in it. When you wear it, you will feel it immediately. Anybody and everybody that I see who's worn this, the first thing they say is, I cannot believe how comfortable this is. Go read the reviews. Go read the reviews of people that have bought these shoes. So now if you buy the same thing with Berluti that matches to it, $1,840, Ferragamo $895, Xenia $1,190, Gucci $950, but they're not laceless. A couple of these are. The craftsmanship, us and Berluti were in the 5 different factories in Tuscany, Italy, and the FLB are the only ones, and I mean the only ones that have the supercritical foam in it. If you haven't placed the order yet, go to vtmerch.com, place the order. And if you want to get a surprise Christmas gift for your husband, the white ones are not going to stay on the shelves for too long. Pre-order the white ones. They look absolutely ridiculous. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.